Welcome back to Self Talk Sunday. Today's topic is about accountability, and I think it's important to talk about this, especially as we enter into the holidays. I don't think most people struggle with accountability because they don't care. I think it's because they pretend they didn't see the choice in the first place. My mom, her name was Dorothy, was a very strong, intelligent woman, taught me something very powerful. She was widowed twice and raised two sets of kids alone. She was strong, resilient, and when she set a punishment, she stuck to it, and she didn't tolerate fake surprise at consequences. If we did something wrong, she didn't ask, "Why would you do that?" She'd ask, "Did you know it was wrong before you did it?" And I guarantee you the four kids would say every time, yes. And she'd say, then you didn't make a mistake, you made a choice, and you chose the consequences too. It sounds tough, and she was tough, but it wasn't cruel at all. It was freedom, because when you realize you choose your actions, you also realize you can choose differently, starting right now. So let's talk about what holiday season accountability might look like. And I think it's especially true to think about this during the holidays. It's not the cookie or the mashed potatoes or the pie that ruins us. It's the pretending we're victims of the season when we knew exactly what we were doing and we didn't have a plan. It's not, I don't know what happened. It's, I knew, I chose it, and I can choose differently tomorrow. Now that's power, not guilt, not shame. It's power. So let's reframe this. How can we practice self talk before we go into the holidays? Before you grab it, ask yourself out loud, do I know what this will do to me? If I still choose it, do I also choose the consequences that come with it? So, first, let me give you the example with my husband. He recently turned diabetic after in January, just tipped over last year, and he does not want to give his sweet cream up in his coffee. And so the conversation we have, I said, you realize that keeps your blood sugar up. And when your blood sugar stays up, your insulin levels are up. You're damaging your arteries. Your both parents had heart disease. Your both parents had diabetes. And they both had open heart surgery. I'm asking you now, is that sweet cream worth that? I get a grunt. He's given up everything else. So we're getting there. Now, I'm not that direct with clients unless I have to be, unless I'm really worried for their health. But let me give you another example what this might look like. If someone has non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, now stage 1 is reversible, stage 2 is reversible, and if a client's in stage 2, stage 3 is fibrosis. That's not reversible. And, I do a lot of education about high fructose corn syrup and just a high carb diet. And we also talk about alcohol. And, you might see some negotiation going on. Well, I used to have, I only had 3 drinks this when I was away. Normally, it's a lot less than what I had before, and you're negotiating with the health of your liver, okay? And then I said, well, what happens if you got that diagnosis, that third stage? Are you okay with that? And this is another Dorothy moment, do you think you're special and that won't happen to your liver? I'll pull that one out when I have to. Dorothy was direct. But are you okay with that? Because you're not special, and your actions are telling me that you either don't believe that's going to happen or you're choosing anyway. You're accepting the consequences. So sometimes we have to have those tough conversations. So if this hit home, tell me in the comments. Did someone in your life teach you accountability like this, or are you learning it right now? Let me know in the comments. And again, we want accountability without shame. It's not about perfectionism. It's about just being honest with yourself, making small decisions along the way to reach your goals. So this is Dr. Rose, the Primal Professor. I'll see you tomorrow in the next Daily Spoonful.